This is Fluency Module 3, Lesson 15. We're going to continue with division and some things that will be reviewed, some things that you're going to be building on as you move forward. We're going to start here. This is so straightforward. We've done this a million times. So you're going to show place values. We're going to use our place value discs. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show 2 10s and 4 1s. So 2 10s, 4 1s. And what is that number in standard form? 24. Pretty straightforward, right? So we're going to keep doing that with each of these numbers that we've got here. So we're going to start with 5 10s and 3 1s. So go ahead and show me 5 10s and 3 1s. Write that on your board. If you need to pause this, do that and do it. And actually, I should have had you pause at the beginning so that you could get your place value chart ready. All right, here we go. 5 10. Sometimes I hit the wrong thing when I'm writing on here. 1 2 3 4 5, and we've got 3 1s. Well, that number is 53. Alrighty, we're going to keep going. We're going to show that with the next one that we've got here. And that is 4 10s and 1 1. Well, that's pretty straightforward. We say that 41. So as we're doing this, the process and the reason for this is just so that you are showing your confidence and just showing that you understand, okay, this is how these numbers work and where they come from. Okay, sorry, my eraser thing is not working today. Let's go here with 3 10s and 11 1s. Well, that gets a little more complicated, right? We've got 3 10s and 11 1s. All right, so we're going to take that. We're going to move it over, make it 110. So 10 of our 1s will make into 110. So 3 10s and 11 1s is actually in standard form. Well, that doesn't look like a 41. There we go, 41. Okay, let's go on to the last one, 3 10s and 17 1s. I'm going to go ahead and leave the 3 10s there that we started with, and we'll go ahead and think about what does 17 1s look like. And you can already probably be doing this in your head. I'm going to do 5 in a row, so that makes it a little bit easier for me to see which ones I'm going to move. Well, I'm going to move 10 of those over. So now I'm going to have 4 10s, and I'm left with 7 1s. So 3 10s and 17 1s would be 47. Oh gosh, sorry. All right, going on to our next page. We are going to show 32 using place value discs. Well, 32 is 3 10s and 2 1s. It's pretty straightforward. Let's go on to that next one. I'm just going to draw a line to save it a little bit with using my eraser, which isn't working so hot. 21, well, how many 10s is that? That's 2 10s, and it's 1 1. 43, well, that's straightforward again. 4 10s and 3 1s. All of this should be very, very simple for you in terms of this is what we've been doing really since the beginning of the year. But again, it's prep work for what is going to be coming next and for using it with vision. All right, so we're going to go back. Remember the lesson before this, the fluency before this, we did some counting on our fingers. And we're going to just straightforward again. We're going to start here. We're going to 6 divided by 2. So we're going to count by 2s to 6. 2, 4, 6, well, that was 3. All right, 7 divided by 2. Oh, so a little trick here. We're going to count 2, 4, 6, which is 3. We don't have enough for 2, but we do have 1 left over. 24 divided by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. That gives us 8. 25 divided by 3. We'll do the same process. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. But we have to add 1 more to get to 25. So we have a 3 remainder of 1. 12 divided by 4. Counting by 4s to 12. 4, 8, 12. That's 3. 15 divided by 4. Well, we're going to count by 4 again. 4, 8, 12. 16 would be the next 4. We don't have enough for that, so we have 3 4s. But we have 3 left over. Hopefully that's making some sense. 18 divided by 6. Well, 6, 8, 12. That's 3. 21 divided by 6. Let's do that same thing. 6, 12, 18. The next 6 would take us to 24, which is too much. So we have 3 6s. But then 18, from 18, 19, 20, 21. We have 3, so we have a remainder of 3. 45 divided by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That gives us 9. Sorry, I keep hitting that same thing. And then the last one, 49 divided by 5. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. The next 5 would take us to 50, which is too much. So we're going to go with the 9. And 45. From 45, we have 46, 47, 48, 49, with a remainder of 4. All right, now we can finally go to that. And I have whoops. Oh my goodness, page that really wants me to go there. All right, I want you to look at this. And how many boxes do you see here? If you look, we can go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, plus 1. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, plus 1 more. Okay, so we have 16. So if we count by 5s, we can say 5, 10, 15, plus 1 is 16. So we've got that right there. So what are our 2 multiplication sentences? Well, we have 3 groups of 5, so we could say 3 times 5, but we have to add 1 more, and that equals 16. So that's what we're showing with this array. So we could also say, well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3 plus the 1 equals 16. So our division sentences are going to look a little bit different, but it's okay. So we're going to say 16 divided by 5. Well, what does that equal? It equals 3 with a remainder of 1. And then we'll do 16 divided by 3. And that is 5, again with a remainder of 1. So look at that for a minute. Make sure you're familiar and understand what's happening there. And let's go on to this last page here. So we're going to draw arrays for the following sequences. We're going to do 3 times 6 plus 1 first. Let's do that one first. So we've got 3 times 6. So we're going to do that 6 times. You should be doing this on your board as well. Sometimes just the process, you might be thinking, well, you're doing it. Why do I need to do it? Writing something down just kind of stamps it in our brain a little bit better. So we have 3 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1 group of 6, 2 groups of 6, and 3 groups of 6. We also have 6 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 3. And then we have to add our 1. So we are going to then, what is our multiplication problem here? Well, we've got 3 times 6 plus 1. And we know 3 times 6 is 18 plus 1 is going to give us 19. Or we have 6 times 3, if we choose to go that way, plus 1, which still equals 19. Our division would be 19 divided by 6 equals 3, remainder of 1. Or 19 divided by 3, which will equal 6, again a remainder of 1. Let's show our next one, 3 times 4 plus 2. I want you to go ahead and draw this. Pause if you need to while I'm doing it so that you can get that done. 2, 3, 1. So we're going to do 3 times 4. As always, anytime when you need to stop and do something yourself, just hit the pause button and that will work great for you. And then we have to add plus 2. Alrighty, so we can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, one group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3, 4 groups of 3, or we have 3 groups of 4 plus our 2 right here. So our multiplication sentences, well, actually the first one's already written out for us. 3 times 4 plus 2. Well, 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2. We can see our 12 here. Plus 2 gives us 14. Or 4 times 3 plus 2 still equals 14. Because it doesn't matter what order we put our multiplication problem in. We can do it in any order. Division, it does matter your order. We're going to start with 14, and we're going to divide it by 4. Well, 14 divided by 4 is 3, with that remainder of 2. And the second problem, 14, this time we're going to divide it by 3. And 14 divided by 3 equals 4, still with our remainder of 2. All right, you have reached the end of our fluency for today. Have a great day. And we